Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video we are going to talk about the different types of layouts in Android Studio. So as you might know, there are different types of layouts in Android Studio, but in this video or in this series we are going to talk about only 2 to 3 main layouts that we are going to use further. So the first layout is by default it is provided uh, automatically by the Android Studio, that is constraint layout. When you create an activity, it will create a layout that is constraint layout, and it is simply used for drag and drop basis. So like as I already previously mentioned, there are two ways to design your GUI, that is a coding method and by simply dragging and dropping the different types of palettes. So with the help of constraint layout you can simply drag and drop the items. So now as we saw already, we changed the text to welcome to Android development. Now if we want to create a button, then we can simply drag the button and drop where we want the button. So it automatically places the button and it automatically generates the code for your button. Okay, so here as you can see, you can change the position of the button anywhere you want. So with this type of layout you can do something like, so I want button here. Okay, so with the help of the constraint layout you can simply drag and drop any of these palettes. Like there are different types of text views, there are different types of widgets, there are different types of buttons like toggle button or image button, etc. So in this type of layout we can simply drag and drop the palettes. So let's see what are the not horizontally constrained, not vertically constrained. Okay, we have to do something for it, and okay, then we have to assign the vertical constraint. Okay, so like this, what just did I do? Like leave this button, we will take another button. Okay, now I am simply dragging the button and placing where I want. Okay, so you got the button but the layout doesn't know where it contains. So when you confirm your position, like I want this type of button here, one button on the bottom, one button on the top, so you need to give it a vertical and horizontal constraint, like in which or where your button will be there. So when you see there are four different types of dot, these two are for horizontal basis and these two are for vertical basis. So if you want to create or if you want to position your button onto right, simply drag the right side of the button, so it will be on the right side. And if you want to make it to the center, then drag it to the left, so it will be center. And if I remove this constraint, so it will be on the left side. So in this way you can do. So there are two things you need to do, horizontal as well as vertical. So for the vertical basis I am simply, okay, so I am simply positioning at the top of the screen. So let's try to run our app and see if the app places the GUI we want or not. Let me clear this. Okay, this is my current app I am working on, so leave it as it is. We will wait for the emulator to run our application. So as you can see, it says launching activity, and yes, our activity is launched. But why only one button is showing? Okay, we missed the last content. Okay, so click on this button and match it to the bottom. Okay, it says bottom of parent, and then we try to run it again. It will say install. Yeah, we can see the button. Due to the screen resolution or due to the size of this emulator mobile, it shows the button inside the navigation menus. So It depends on the different types of mobile devices where you are going to check or where you are going to test, so it doesn't matter. You can also add different types of scroll views, so you can simply scroll the application if you have multiple items on your screen, like so. Okay, so this is nothing but the constraint layout. It is the simple. As you can see, if we did not write anything code, it will automatically generate it. And also from the right side you can see the different properties like width, height, constraints, and then you can also change the name like here. You can change the name from here. Also you can access the different types of attributes. This is the drawable button or drawable bottom end. If you want to add any type of icon to the button, on which side you want, that is bottom and left, so you can add it from here. So these are some properties. Let's give a try and let me know if you get any error. You can ask me in the comment. Okay, so the next type of layout is nothing but linear layout. So we will delete all this rather than our main layout. Okay, you need not to delete this, only delete the inside items. So remove the constraint layout and simply type L. As you can see there, it will pop up that linear layout, so press enter. Okay, so now consider there are two items in, as you already see in constraint layout, we saw two different, one button and one text view. So also we can add text view, uh, that is, we will make it wrap content simply, and we will add one text called linear layout. Okay, and we will add also one button. You can simply see when I'm typing the first letter, you can simply it simply pop-ups the properties, or it simply pop-ups the available menus or palettes. So when I press enter, it will automatically generate the width and height for me. So I will make it as wrap content. I will just explain what is wrap content, what is match parent, what are these text properties and all the stuff. Just wait a minute, and I will be saying submit. As you can see, if we try to run this app, it will show some warning for us. Okay, let's give it a try. Shift F10. I'm using Shift F10. Okay, it's installing our application. Okay, it took by default directly horizontal for us. But what if we want the linear layout and then the submit button below the linear layout? Okay, as our text view says linear layout, that's why displaying the linear layout, and our button text says submit, so that's why it's showing submit. Okay, so here layout width is nothing but the width of that particular item, and layout height is nothing but the height of the particular item. So what is wrap content and what is match parent? So the main layout or the main child, as we can see, there are different types of activities. So in some cases you need to use linear layout inside a different layout, or there are multiple linear layouts. So in that situation, if you want your item to play, to take the whole space of the parent, like here these two are childs and this layout is my parent. Okay, consider these two are the childs and the linear layout is my parent. So if when I write the width to match parent, as you can see it takes all the space of that particular parent, that is width. And if also same for the height, it will take whole layout. As you can see the yellow cursors are moving according to my structure. So I just simply wrap content. And what is wrap content? Wrap content is nothing but it will take only the space which is needed to your text. If I increase the text size, it will take some extra space, so like that. and it's also same for all the different types of elements. As here you can see, we place wrap content. So according to the button, or we can say text size, it will take some space. So what our condition, we want the linear layout, and then under the linear layout submit button. So simply there is one property of linear layout called orientation. I simply type orientation. You can see the default pop-up is up. You can simply press enter, then it will show you the vertical or horizontal. When we click on vertical, as you can see, the button shifted. Let me zoom it for you. You can see the difference. Okay, when I click, when I make it horizontal, as you can see, it will make horizontal. By default it will be horizontal depending on your width and height of that particular item. So in our case we want vertical. Okay, then we vertical it, and then we try to run. It says Gradle will running. Do you want to okay, terminate our application? Okay, here as you can see, there is a linear layout and there is a submit button. Okay, so that's it for the linear layout. As you see, we place the text view, and then under the place view, a text view, we use the button. Okay, so this is the use of orientation, that is vertical. And if you, in some cases you need horizontal, then you can simply set it is to horizontal. So now the next layout is relative layout. Firstly I will remove the orientation, then I will change it to relative layout. So now as you can see, there is something just happen. Our text view gone and the button just shows ugly, or it is overlapped with the text view. So in the relative layout, you need to use linear layout it inside to align or to place the different types of palettes, that is text view or button or anything you are doing. So in my case I am just simply showing you how you can place your relative layout item at the top and at the bottom. I will show some properties. Like you can see simply here, when I type align parent, when I type ALI, it shows all the property, that is align parent bottom, align end, align bottom, align parent top. So as previously mentioned, parent is your main layout. Okay, so here parent of this text view is relative layout. So if I want this item at the top, so I will simply write align parent top and pass the value, that is boolean value, true or false. When I pass true, it is on the top of the application. But as you can see, there is no alignment for button, so it overlapping. So we can simply align it, align our button to the bottom side, align parent bottom, and same pass the true value. So as you can see, our simply text view is at the top and our button is at the bottom. So let's try to run. Shift F10, terminate. Okay, it's here. Our text view at the top and our button at the end or at the below. So this is the way you can, by which you can apply the different types of alignments to your items. So in the further steps, we are proceeding with this kind of layouts. So you will get the idea of the different types of layout and the different uses of layout from them. So this is the basic concept why we use this kind of layout. Or when you need the horizontal or vertical approach, you need to use linear layout. And if you, in certain condition, if you want your specific item at the bottom side, or relatively you want to place your item, so that time you can use relative layout. And constraint layout is for what, is for the simply drag and drop purpose. Okay, so with this three layouts, you can design your application or you can simply make your application. So okay, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching.